Here we go. Okay, cool. Everybody, welcome again. June 11th, 2020. Thank you very, very much for coming to Identity's open office hours. As most of you know, we're going to be sharing a little bit of an industry update first, and then I'm going to open the floor and answer any questions you guys may have. So first of all, let me start sharing my screen. There you go, perfect. So first thing I'm going to talk about is that YouTube is actually now letting creators, so people that own YouTube channels, customize the look and feel of the channels. For those of you that have channels, you know that it was a little bit challenging to actually put your own stuff and your own colors in there. But yeah, literally 19 hours ago, probably a little bit more, so a day ago, this was reported, where you're going to be able to brand your channel a little bit more. So under your channel, on your studio, content studio, you'll be able to see on the left-hand side that you're going to be able to customize it, right? And see what how you want to brand it and how you want it laid out. So that's very cool. I think that's a great step on YouTube to make sure that it looks like your own brand. Second thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was, as you guys know, I'm very big on email. So Social Media Today shared an infographic that was produced by Productive and Free in terms of what it is that you can offer through your different channels as a lead magnet to be able to grow your email list. So it's a very cool infographic. You can obviously offer a discount, give me your email, I'll give you a discount. You can do an email newsletter, industry updates, a free trial of an app or of something that you may be thinking about doing, a quiz or an assessment, usually getting people to interact, a worksheet or a workbook of some sort. So for example, based on some people that we have on the call, for example, Lori or Randy, something to do like a quick worksheet, how to calculate something in the real estate industry, a workflow or a roadmap, tutorial, class or webinar, course, mini course, 5, 7, or 30-day challenge, an ebook, ultimate guide, checklist, template script, access to a resource library, again, a spreadsheet, access to a community, a waiting list, if you have any online summit, access to an online summit, or of course, any design assets. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool infographic. And as usual, I should mention everybody that's in the call, if we have your email, we'll send you a summary with all these resources so that you have it on your little toolbox. And last but not least, last week we were talking about TikTok. So Marketing Land came with an article on everything you need to know to work with influencers on TikTok. And they give a pretty interesting rundown of 4 things that you should do when you're working with influencers, right? The first one is actually the one that stood the most. 2 things that stood the most to me out of this article was that try to find a native, like a native TikTok influencer, as opposed to somebody that's coming from YouTube or Instagram. It seems that influencers that are in the platform have a bit of a better feeling for it. So yeah, finding somebody that's doing TikTok as opposed to somebody that's just rebranding or repurposing their existing content was a very good takeaway from this article itself. And the other one was allowing the influencer on TikTok to be a little more creative, right? So make sure you give creative freedom to your TikTok influencer, because again, it's going to be their name. So if you decide to use one, or to use the services of one rather, make sure that you give them enough creative freedom to be able to portray your brand, of course, in the way you wanted, but through their own creative way. If you guys don't know, this is the website for TikTok Creator Marketplace, right? So you can actually go in here, and we'll send the link as well. Go here, find now, find the type of creator that you're going to be looking for. I think you have to create an account. So yeah, after you create an account, you're going to be able to find the type of influencer that you're looking for, and see if it works. From what I've read and statistics that I've looked, it's still a very new platform, so it's still a little bit hit and miss. Having said that, that means that you're going to have to take a little more time to gauge the results of an influencer campaign in TikTok. And yeah, that's all I have for today, gang. Let me open the floor. Let me find you guys first. Here you are. Okay, let me open the floor. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself. Any questions with regards to what we talked about today? And then we'll open the floor for open questions.
I have a question.
Of course. Go for it, Angie.
So with respect to the TikTok, I'm really curious how the demographic is going to change. Because if you go back to Facebook, it started off with the, the very young generation, and then to my generation, now we're using it. And then the young generation quickly got off it and then started on other platforms. And then the same trend happened to those platforms. They started it and then eventually got older and older generations. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen with TikTok, if that's going to be the same, follow the same suit.
That's a great question. You know what? I was actually reading an article earlier today that was talking about demographics in TikTok, how at the beginning it was very of a younger demographic. Actually, let me see if I can find that resource. Hold on. What was it? TikTok. Hold on. Stay with me, Angie, and everybody else. Let's see if it was right here. It was something that I was literally just reading about TikTok. But yes, so just to chime into that, I was going to give you exact numbers, but I can't seem to find it right now. But just to chime on that, it seems that the demographic of TikTok is moving to a bit of an older, like probably early 30s demographic.
That's so old.
That is, yeah, that's very old. No, but it is shifting, right? Just like Facebook did. That was a little bit younger, and now it's shifted. Mind you, Facebook has still so many people in so many different demographics, but yeah, it is. It's definitely shifting. Yeah, sorry, I can't find it right away. But if I happen to run into it again, I'll definitely share it with you guys. And yeah, what else? What else? I think Lori, you had a question, so yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I'm kind of from the rule book of you get nothing for free. So the product, what is it? Sorry, productive and free, with what they're offering there. What is being left behind if you utilize any of those what they're offering on your website or on an emailer? Is there some sort of little breadcrumbs going back somewhere else?
I'm sorry, you're talking about the lead magnets?
Yeah, I think that you had that there, the lead magnets from productive and free. That's where the source point is, right?
Yeah.
So do you know this company?
No, I don't.
You know this developer? Okay.
I have no idea who they are. Again, they just produced the infographic.
Yeah.
Of stuff that you could do to build your email list.
Oh, okay. So you don't click into those and actually they give you templates of any sort?
No. So this is content that you would create on your own, right?
Sorry, I'll just smack myself in the forehead right now.
No need. But that leads into, do you guys have any questions on what, or want to brainstorm a little bit on what each of these could actually look like?
Yeah.
Or if you don't know what one of them means, I'll be happy to dive into that. Or not?
Maybe, Efren, I know that I have obviously a little bit of a background in the whole digital marketing space, right? But maybe, does everyone actually understand why we use a lead magnet to begin with, or what a lead magnet actually is? I don't want to just assume that everybody knows what that is.
Fair enough, and that's a great point, Ben. So everybody, I'm pretty sure each and every one of us has gone into some kind of lead magnet, right? A lead magnet is basically something that you offer in exchange for an email. So for example, Angie, right? You're a mortgage broker. Quiz or assessment. a little quiz online, right? That you can put, say, on your social media, and you can say, you know what, let's assess what you would be able to qualify for, right? They click on that, they go somewhere, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, in order to assess this, so, or in order for us to be able to send that assessment to you, we need your email. So now you start growing your email list. And remember that your email list is again, at least my opinion, your email list should be your most important digital asset, because it's information that you control. It's a Rolodex, right? So basically, that's the goal of a lead magnet. You're going to offer something for an email.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Ben. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions on any of these lead magnets here? No. Okay. Cool.
I've seen most of them before, like
You
in some
have?
sort of, I have seen them in some sort of form. Something I wonder if you can talk a little bit about is these courses or mini courses. Like, I've taken a couple of online courses through this kind of genre, and wow, like what people put into them is incredible.
So I guess the background of this is that, of course, you need to create the asset that you're offering as a lead magnet, right?
Mhm.
It's not a magical thing. So usually what happens is, if you have some kind of content, and it can be a mini course, right? I don't know, Lori, off the top of my head, you could create, I don't know, 3 15-minute mini classes on putting colors together with each other, right? As an interior designer, that's pretty much in your wheelhouse, right?
Mhm.
And it could be as simple as put it in, create them, put them in a private YouTube, put them as private only access with email, YouTube or Vimeo link, and then ask for the email to be able to access my secret course on how to combine yellow with green. I don't know if they actually go, so please don't don't judge here. How to combine, or how to make your room look bigger, or with the use of colors. Give me your email, I'll give you access to my course. Right?
Mhm.
It could be as simple as that, but as you said, you probably have taken many online courses now. There is a lot of content out there, and it's a lot of the free content. Going back to what you were saying at the beginning, nothing is usually for free. In order to access the free content, you're offering your email, right?
Mhm.
So if you flip it on the other side, um, you're going to be creating this piece in exchange, a valuable piece in exchange for their email.
Mhm.
Did that sort of touch on what you were referring to, Lori?
Yes, and I think actually in my brain, I was thinking, I see mini course there, but I couldn't fathom how, for a freebie, like how extensive is their course? Like, obviously you don't want to dumb it down so far that someone's going to go, why would I ever hire this person just to get an email address? So you would have to be very, very calculated about that course or mini course, I would think.
Well, that of course, and then this on the same side, right? You're also representing your brand, so you're building trust, you're building authority with people. And truth is, all of us probably here have taken a lot of online courses, and how many have we actually followed through on doing what they say, right? There's a very big disproportionate amount, unless it's something that is a priority within our business or our personal life at that moment. But yeah, at least I know I still have access to so many courses that I actually have a VA of mine actually putting it together on a list to see what it is that I have access to.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
Awesome.
yeah, definitely whatever material you put out there, you have to remember that it's still your name, it's still your brand, you're still building trust, you're still building authority. So make sure that it's in alignment to what you want rather how you want to be represented in the online world.
Mhm.
So, Efren, my Friday chats then that I do, hopefully try and do live, but even if they're not live, would that be considered, because it's a webinar, is that considered a lead magnet if I can get people to come on and then give me their email addresses at the end?
Yes, actually, for your webinars, we actually have to register with an email already,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
whether you're. I don't know if in the back end you guys are putting those emails into an email list already. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
are.
we are. Otherwise, what's the point of it? Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go. So you already have a lead
So I
magnet.
already am. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now you can actually promote that, right, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, we're going to talk. I don't know. Friday we're going to talk on how to what do you need to do with your credit file in the next 2 years to be able to afford a home, right? And then your lead magnet is your webinar with the registration form. Yeah, but yeah, you're already doing it.
So where we're falling short is advertising to get more people to sign on for the webinar, because let's face it, it's right now you guys, which is awesome. But obviously I need to expand it outside. I mean, I've had a few new people added on to our database, which is great. But I guess how do we get more people to sign on now?
Yeah, a good way would be to partner up with somebody that has an email list outside of your network, right? So for example, say you bring here, I'm gonna pick somebody from the crowd here. Say you pick Lori, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what we would do would be put together a bit of a marketing kit, if you will, and then send it to Lori, right? So you already have a drafted email. You already have a little snippet of what it is that you're going to be talking about. You have your registration link in it. So now you're accessing Lori's network. Obviously, Lori's going to be the one talking to you. In this hypothetical
Yeah.
scenario, by the way, I don't know who's talking tomorrow or next week, but in this hypothetical scenario, you're literally partnering up with Lori, and you can ask whoever you're partnering up with, uh, this is my marketing kit. Would you mind sending this to your list, right? This is my post. Can you please share it with your lists in your environment? So that's
Okay.
a little bit of a cost effective way to do it. And then of course you can always put money in it, but when you're putting money, usually you do reach a larger audience, but they're not going to be connected. They're possibly not going to be connected with you. They could be strangers. It could be a complete cold
Yeah.
audience. So the number of people in terms of percentages is going to be less. But yeah, as a first step, I would definitely build a little marketing kit with the invitation email, which you already have,
Mm-hmm.
and then send that to who you're partnering with every week. Set up a schedule and ask them to do it. Most people are happy to come and talk with you. Most people are going to be happy to share that with them,
Right.
with their own lists.
Yeah, because in essence too, they get access to my database, or
That's it.
people who are showing up that I'm bringing to the table.
Correct. That's it.
Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
Cool.